Welcome to Raw Talk. Super effing excited for two reasons. Because tomorrow is AEW Fight Forever, and my man, Cody Rhodes, is in that game. And I also talked about something I thought was going to be so useless. Like, who cares? I pre-ordered AEW Fight Forever, and the last gen is twice as big as current gen, and it got almost 1,000 views. Just for that. God damn, I gotta hang around here a little bit more often. Okay, a little bit of a rant, but let's get right into it. He opens up quoting some Dr. Seuss stuff, talking about Dom being the scared little boy. Great promo as always, puts the E in WWE. Ricochet defeats Shinsuke Nakamura. Hopefully I remember most of these matches, which is why I try to make these videos really shortly. Anyways, just shortly after, you can tell my ADHD is just all over the place right now. And I'm so pumped for AEW, it's just ridiculous for the game. Again, this was just wonderful. And then seeing them both kind of take shots at the big man there. Bronson Reed, I almost forgot his name. Thank God, it's like written right there in red. This was just great. Hopefully they team up together sometime. I'd actually like to see that. I don't know if they've teamed up before, but I think it would be really neat to do so. Ronda Rousey defeats Raquel Rodriguez. I really like this. It made the both of them look strong, and I think it had been a while since I've seen Ronda wrestle one-on-one, and even Raquel. And again, I say this, when I see Ronda Rousey just do her shit, I am a huge fanboy of Ronda. Nothing to do with because she was badass in UFC. But I have to talk about that quickly, because to make that transition can be a lot harder than you think. Some people have gone from WWE or like professional wrestling to UFC, and I think in some ways that can be harder because that's like real fucking fighting, okay? But when you go from there and you can really fight, it doesn't mean that you can do the scripted, you know what I mean, selling the moves and all that and really not busting people's ankles and all that. I think Ronda is an absolute phenomenal talent. I really, really do. One of the absolute best. I don't get the hate that she gets. Chime in down below in the comment section. I'm not going to get offended. You can even give me that death stare if you want right there as to, why it might be obvious. But I really enjoyed this match. This was really, really good. World Heavyweight Champion Seth fucking Rollins engaged in a brutal brawl with Finn Balor. This was cool. Little, thing there. And then there was a little shout out to Carmelo Hayes, who I knew nothing about up until today. I think I might have seen his name once or twice, because don't forget, I don't follow NXT at all. The little research plus the little vignette or whatever they were showing of him. Holy cow, that guy can go. Like, wow, that was something. And then The Miz launched a sneak attack on Tomato Ciampa prior to their rematch. Really hate the direction. I say this every week. I'm going to keep saying it as long as they keep doing the same thing. I'm going to keep saying the same thing. They're Zack Rydering this guy. He's getting Rydered. He's getting Jinder Mahal'd. Even their names sound like it flows when you say that. And I'm not liking it. Miz is a wonderful, amazing talent. This match I really liked. We haven't seen him in a while. I thought he was gone. Akira Tozawa. Wonderful, wonderful talent. And this was good. I mean, the ending played off the way you'd expect there. Bad boy Dom. But yeah, this was actually really nice. Sometimes, I watch Raw and I'm always entertained. Overall, I'm always entertained. It's professional wrestling. It's just something that I adore. There's obviously some shows that are better than others, some eras that are better than others. But like I said, when it comes to the shows, I try not to shit on them unless there's something really blatantly ridiculous. I think this was one of my favorite Raws in a while in terms of the actual in-ring shit going on, right? Not so much with the promos and, oh my God, what's going to happen tonight, but in terms of just the actual action, match after match, segment after segment, it's been really, at least for me, it's been great. And it's nice to see him. I wish he would be around, more often. Yeah. Anyways, so that's that. This was, I don't remember too much of this one. Money in the Bank. Oh, yeah, there was just a all-out clash between Becky Lynch. Yeah, Trish, Zoe. Yeah. This was just like one of those segments. It was pretty cool. It's going to be interesting to see, as always, how it plays out. Because I really do like Trish, and I really do like Becky. Io Sky. Zoe's a lot better than people give her credit for. I've talked about that before. I think she's a lot better than people think. But anyways, yeah, that was cool. And then Gunther defeated Sami Zayn, but how he pinned him, whatever, obviously, kind of a cheap shot thing there. But this was a great match. It was really, really good. And then, of course, that ending there. Now, yeah, this, again, Gunther, I mean, never fails to, never ever fails to surprise me. Sorry, my mind is blanking out because it's been a while since I've seen the show. 3 hours of wrestling. I'm trying to remember every little intricate detail. Just looking at pictures and names here. Really doesn't do good for somebody like me who's ADH fucking D. But yeah, part of the thing... Oh, there was a segment at the backstage with Riddle again getting attacked. And I don't like that shit where they're not having Sami Zayn, who's talking about wanting to help Riddle, and Kevin Owens kind of jokingly, I don't want to help him. Wait, I do want to help him. What are you doing? Rageaholic. I'm just loving that. But then Riddle comes out to help out, people. I just wish they added that extra element with KO and Zayn to have them come out more often for Riddle, because he's been really supportive, behind their journey as tag team champions, and I just wish they did a little bit more of that. Because Giovanni's back, the guy that I look like until I wake up in the morning. Finn Balor defeats Carmelo Hayes. So this was, again, like I said, the first time I saw a full match with Carmelo Hayes, the NXT champion. It's very easy to see why he's the champ. Wow. Dude was great. I mean, this match was so good to me. This would have been worthy of being the main event. Okay? That's how great it was. And a lot of times, people come up from NXT. We got the Pretty Deadly, whatever those guys are. And I'm not saying they suck. I'm whatever. This guy just comes on, and I'm just sold immediately on Carmelo Hayes. I'm like, I want to research this guy now, see his other matches. This dude is something else. He was hanging and then some with Finn Balor. I'm like, these guys are like equals. Like, just amazing. And yeah, so that's that. And what makes it more amazing is, I think this guy's got more talent than some people on the Raw or SmackDown roster, but that can happen, right? So hopefully he gets a call up someday. Maybe he'll replace Baron Corbin. No, I'm just kidding. I like Baron Corbin a lot. He's also not getting treated well. Speaking of Baron Corbin, I think tomorrow, sometime, he's fighting Carmelo Hayes for the NXT Championship. And then the main event was, look at that look. Urgh. Cody Rhodes defeats Damian Priest. Damian Priest is amazing. I haven't always liked him. I shouldn't say I didn't like him. Again, it's not the person, it's the persona, the wrestler. There's so many guys that just come and go. It's like, it's hard to just like them all. You're going to have your favorites. You're going to gravitate to some people. And just Damian Priest was just, no offense, not one of those guys. Something happened in recent history. I don't know what it is. But when I see him now, I'm not like going, Okay, I'm just being honest. It's like, holy shit. I can't wait to see this. And it's great. And yeah. Like I said, all these matches, as Sheamus would say, banger after banger after banger, at least for me. One of the best Raw slash SmackDowns in quite a long time, where there wasn't necessarily a lot of, oh my God, like bloodline, like on the edge of your seat storylines going on. There was like practically none of it. But the actual in-ring action, like I said, it really was, for me, it was great. And I can't wait for, is it Saturday at the O2 Arena in London? Naturally, that's going to be fun. It's going to be good times. Now let's quickly look on the side and see. Oh yeah, this was cool. So I made a mistake with Ludwig. I almost called him Ludwig Borga. That was another guy from a long time ago. Ludwig Kaiser. Where in WWE 2K23, I'm like, man, they're making this guy bigger than he is. He's not that big because he's super like slender. He's like an ectomorph or something. But when you look at him compared to Riddle, who's like, it reminds me of that dude that played the T-1000 in Terminator from the 90s there, the early 90s. Kind of has that, whatever. I forget the actor's name. But yeah, Ludwig's bigger than I thought. I don't know why. I keep thinking he's this. I think it's because he's hanging out next to Giovanni, and that really doesn't help because he's like fucking swollen. Anyways, just weird observation. I just wasn't expecting that. For some reason, I thought he was like a little pipsqueak, and Kaiser's larger than I thought. This was great. He's just good at cutting promos and selling you on what he's saying, that he believes what he's saying, being in character. It's one thing to be amazing in the ring, which he is, right? But just that whole vignette, he's just so good. I think that's what they call him, a vignette. Same thing with like Edge and a bunch of other people, but not everybody's got, like I said, the double or triple threat where you can wrestle, you can cut promos, and you can do play-by-play commentary. I think KO was on commentary, by the way. And that was fun. That was good. I liked that. Yeah. Yeah. Don't really have much else to say about that. So there you have it. I hope I didn't miss out any matches. I remember there was a couple times I think they made a mistake on a Raw or a SmackDown. There's like a match just completely just not shown, and I think it was a women's match, and I was like, what's up with that? So there you have it. As always, if you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It does really help support the channel with the algorithm and making me a little bit more relevant. Just a little wee bit more. When it comes to the algorithm, right? When people are looking shit up. Otherwise, that's the face that I make when I see that the algorithm's not always that nice. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, naturally, that would be great. But if not, and if you do give it a thumbs down, by the way, we bend it in half, we'll twist it, but this time we'll let Rhonda twist your ankle like that. And that'll be the look on your face for a different reason than the one I'd have. And if you want to subscribe, I mean, obviously that would be great. But if not, whatever, I get it. There's a lot of people out there, like crazy amount of people out there in the YouTube world doing the wrestling thing. But anyways, thanks for stopping by. Maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. I have a feeling the next one is going to be tomorrow, if you give a rat's ass. AEW Fight Forever. Holy guacamole. Am I ever looking forward to that? It's ridiculous. All right, that's enough rambling. Take it easy. And, yeah, whatever.